Hey, it's American Redneck here. I don't know why I keep forgetting my name. But anyways, if you didn't watch the last video that I just posted, because this is the second one today, working on my 2013 Kizashi, and the one prior to this was the air cabin filter. Make sure you go watch that one there, because if you have a Kizashi, it's at least 7 years old. It is, because they don't bring Kizashis in anymore. 2013 is the last year that they imported. So this is a 2013 Kizashi. I changed my cabin air filter because it was, I don't know, the air wasn't flowing well and it just a smell. Go watch that one. You're going to want to watch that one. That one's a 5-minute job, even though the video is like 10 minutes. But yeah, it's a 5-minute job, no tools, very easy. So this one here, I had a light on my dash saying that for my seatbelt and my airbag. Now, I'm in the state of Maine, so if any lights are like that on your dashboard, you can't get an inspection sticker. Well, this one's 2 months past due, so I figured I'd work on it. So I did that. So the light indicating that my seatbelt was not working. Well, it was working, but there had to been a connection or something like that. When I had my car serviced or put tires on, whatever. Anyways, they had to put a thing on there, an ODM or whatever you want to call those things, to get codes. Well, he said that it was my driver's side seatbelt. And with that, you can't get a sticker. So I started looking into it. I'll show you what I've done so far. Sorry, I wasn't going to record this, but I'm at a point where you can't find this online, nowhere. So I did it. So here I am, ripped my seat out, and like I said, it's like almost 8 years old, so it's filthy. So I took my seat out. Basically, there was two bolts in the front, like this. Filthy, as you can see. It's one of those. I didn't have anything to fit that. I just used an 8mm socket, and they came right out. There's two in the front, very easy to get to. I'll show you where they go when I put it back together, and then two in the back, and then the seat comes right out. And then on the side, you use a 14mm. This is where the seat belt goes. So I took the seat belt off, and then the wires run down through here, tiny little spot, and then underneath here, there's this black wire where it plugs into. Well, I'll show you what happened. And while I was under there, I was able to vacuum up all the french fries. So let's go check out the seatbelt. So this is very simple to take off. It's just the 14mm, and it just pops off the side. There you go. This particular one, I don't know if yours are going to do the same thing, it was like this. Well, not like this, but when it was under there, the ground and the power were stripped, so the wires were showing, and it was rubbing off on the metal bar going back and forth. So that's what my problem was. So I just took some liquid tape and put it on there. So now I'm just going to take some electrical tape, put it in between there, and wrap it, so just in case they stick out. It's not a hard wire, so it's not going to protrude out, but I'm still going to do it like that. So that's all it was. I'm going to put that in and see if it works. Other ones that I've seen inside of here, can you see now? I don't know how to get this off, but there's going to be just a way that you can pop that off and then pull this down and then take this top piece off in here. Inside of here, there's a rocker switch. So when your seatbelt goes in, it goes down and it pushes some sort of a bar, and then the rocker switch, basically it's one of those like this, so when you run something, I was going to do it with my other hand, run something over the top, it makes contact like this. And then when you take seatbelt out, it goes like that. Those rocker switches get really dirty because, 150,000 miles, I gotta have some food in there, right? So I was gonna take that apart and clean it. you can watch any other video on how to clean those. It's very simple. But hopefully I don't have to do that. Hopefully this was my issue. So this is all dry now. I put that on there. That's been dry in about 10-15 minutes. And let me put some electrical tape on it and we'll be right back. So as you can see, I just put some electrical tape on it here to make it somewhat sturdy. You can't go too thick because you have to go through that tiny little hole. Now, if you don't have inspection in your area, or even if you can go a couple of years without getting the inspection sticker and you have that light on, just make sure you check this, because the reason being is just because of that little thing is with the light on, your airbag will not go off. So if you get in a car accident, your airbag will not go off. So let me get this started and put this back in, and then we'll go from there. I'll be right back. So, like I said, this tiny wire here, it's got somewhat of a nub on it. Goes right down in here. You think? You go there? It's gotta go. So check it out. Let me find out. I'll be right back. Well, for some reason I can't figure out how it went in there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually just run it under here. Just straight underneath it. And not put it through anything. Because this actually, I mean, it'll go here. And there's nothing under it. So let me plug this back in over here. Can you see? You're not paying attention. There we go. See if we can do this one-handed. No, I'll be back. There. Make sure you snap it in. If not, it's just going to fall apart. So now I just need to take this off. Put this on. And it's got a little nub here too. So it has to go just like that. Be right back. So I got my 14. Can't see it because of the light. 14. It's not on all the way. Yeah. It didn't go on all the way because he has his collar. So you got to make sure that collar fits down through that hole. So I'm going to do that. I'll be right back with you. As you can see, now this sticks up a little bit. The collar fit right down inside. So this here, what I want to do, I think, I want to zip tie this somewhere. I know it gets zip tied under here. Where is it? There's a tie on it right there. But I'm going to get a zip tie and put it right there. I'll have it a little loose so when they go back and forth. Alright. I'm going to zip tie that down, put the seat back where it's supposed to be, and then I'll show you just bolting it back up. So what I did is, right before, look down here, right before this, I just zip tied it to the metal on the chair here. So that gives me plenty of play. So when I put the seat forward and backwards. So I'm going to get the seat ready, and then I'll show you where that was going. So this is the front. You can see the little nub there. Let's go down that hole. It fits right down inside there. One there. and then one here. All right, then I'll hold it there for a moment. I'm going to take the seat bar, bring the seat all the way up front. Oh, you lay back there. And then back here, same thing. So again, it's just full bolts. There's no covers on them or anything like that, so you don't have to worry about that. You can take the seat out in a matter of minutes. So I'm going to get my 8mm for these weird ass nuts. Pardon my language. Can't see. Focus sucks. Tighten these 4. And then it's time for testing. So let me tighten those up and I'll be right back. Alright. So just a quick rundown before I turn the car on. This job, out of easiness, 1 through 10, 10 being easiest. Let's go that way. 1 being the hardest. I would have to give this a 10. It's the easiest thing I've ever done in this car, other than the air filter, the whatchamacallit there. So to unbolt the seat, unwire it, and take the seat belt off. Again, you have 4 8mm and 1 14mm. So you can take out the whole seat in under 5 minutes. Same thing with the passenger seat. This one here, I just had to, you saw it, put that stuff on it, and the wire was not broken. It was only the plastic was chafed. Now, I don't know if that's typical in this car, or I actually they had a recall on this about some switch and the mechanism there, the shifting gear, so it would pop out of gear, pop out of drive eventually, I guess. But they had to take the seat out and take out the whole console. So I don't know if it's something that they did. I wouldn't think so, but let's say it was their fault. But anyway, so I did that and put it back in. Another, not even 5 minutes. So this one here is actually about a 15-minute job. It's not bad. Now, the moment of truth. You guys ready? All right. So, I haven't started my... Look. See that? Right. No, it's still on. Hang on. It's a car. And of course that's there because it wants me to put my seatbelt on. See, it's blinking. It never blinked before. Just put the old seatbelt on. You ready? That light went out. Perfect. Now what's the other light for? I don't know. Because, well, yeah, service engine soon. I get my little handy dandy. Clear that. Because when that light's on, you can't go into cruise control. So I just have that. It just plugs into my ODB sensor thingy down there, and I just clear that out. That is my O2 sensor underneath there. So I still have one left. So I'm wondering if it's my passenger seat. Because if I put my seatbelt on over here, you can see, it should say it's off. Let me put a little weight on my seat here. Yeah, now the passenger seat's off. And the reason why it's off is because there's not enough weight. So if I take my hand off it, it goes out. So this is going to undo that. Let's see if it does it without seatbelt on. Yep. See, passenger needs a seatbelt on. There's weight in it, but there's not enough weight. Let me go get in it and see if that stays off. I'm now sitting in the passenger seat, and as you can see, the passenger, it shows you need seatbelt on. So let's put that on. Sorry about the camera wiggle. Yeah. So it doesn't say anything like that. The reason why this one came on when I had the seatbelt on is it knows the weight. So it has an airbag on this side of the car somewhere. Actually, it has 10 of them. So up in here, up over here, through here. Put that back. Oh, why the heck that's out? Shh, you don't want to see that. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know why that's out. So if you put a car seat up here, which you shouldn't, or if there's a child in the front seat, it will turn off your airbag because you don't want to kill the child. So it knows the weight. And that one's still on over there. Oh, this one. See, go on the left hand side. It doesn't go. There we go. So the other one here, we have that one. Let's figure what that is. But anyways, I fixed this one. It's working fine. So I unplug it. The light goes on, which is fine. That's all that. I'm going to stop rambling. And then once I figure out that other one, maybe it's a reset or something. Maybe I have to reset it. Do I have to reset it? I don't know. I'll figure it out. But anyways, I'll have to figure out what that one is for. I think it's the passenger seat. But I don't know. Alright, well, thanks for watching. If this worked out for you, hopefully it somewhat, and it gave you a little bit of hope, go ahead and smash that like button. Comment down below saying that you have the exact same problem, or if you have a different problem. Let me know what else you have a problem with your Kizashi, and I can see if I can figure it out. But thanks again for watching American Redneck, and we will see you on the next video.